Hi Aries, and welcome to your tarot video scope for May 2018 by Amma. This recording today will be for Aries Sun, Aries Rising, and Aries Moon. Please make sure that you also listen and pay attention to your rising sign and to your moon sign as well. In this reading today, I'm going to be opening 3 cards. 2 from the traditional tarot deck and 1 more card from the angel tarot cards. And I'm going to see what messages will come through for you. For those of you who are interested to know more, I will be doing a whole new reading for you for this month. If you are interested for download and purchase, and the link for that will be down here below in the show more description box. If you'd like to get your very own private consultation with me, please visit my website www.amalightworker.com, or you may email me directly at amalightworker@gmail.com. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me. If you are an old subscriber, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. Always remember, when you subscribe, please turn on the notification button. It's the little bell icon right here next to the subscribe. This way, you will be notified each and every time that I upload special videos like this one, or each and every time that I do live streaming. You do have a live streaming coming up toward mid-May. I will be doing your Akashic reading live for each and every sign of the zodiac, and of course, you know, your sign gets to be first. With that being said, now allow me to focus and concentrate on this reading for you. These are the 3 cards that wanted to show up in this reading for you. I don't know if you can see it, because sometimes the light can be tricky. The general feelings that I am picking up, they have to do with money issues and a sense of abundance. For some of you, this abundance could be emotional abundance. It's time for many new beginnings for you Aries. For some of you, this could be also starting a new chapter and doing things in a more practical way. There could be traveling involved. There could be a sense of you having a sense of more stability and permanence in your life. For some of you, this could be in regards due to a birth of a child or getting pregnant. Something is coming to fruition in terms of your income, or you are going to manifest some money in some ways, and you are coming out of a certain sense or a certain situation when you felt blocked or when you felt isolated. You're going in some way, not only going to transform internally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, but you are also going to transform your physical body, your physical appearance. And it does feel that for some of you, you're going to feel called to do something. You may be drawn, this calling that you may be feeling could be your spiritual calling, could be in a spiritual sense. For some of you, this could be in the sense that maybe now something is coming to fruition in terms of what you did in the past, to manifest a job, to manifest a better income, to manifest success in your career. And there's activities around either networking or activities for you to partner up, to work on some business idea, and maybe some partnership that will generate income, finances, and success in your career. Now, allow me to focus on these cards one by one so I can break it down for you. The first card is the Queen of Cups. To me, it represents a mystical woman, a woman of great intuition, quiet. She has a creative and spiritual side. Sometimes she appears to be quiet or isolated, in her isolated place. Could also be manipulative. If this Queen of Pentacles, This is the Queen of Cups. I misspoke. So if this Queen of Cups represents a person in your life, usually it represents a water sign, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. And because this is a general reading, for the purpose of the general reading, I'm going to say that this Queen of Cups in your life may not necessarily be a woman, could also be a man. So don't pay attention to the gender because this is a general reading. Now allow me to figure out why is it that this card showed up, and so I can tune in psychically. For some of you, you are coming at the end of a journey. And I also keep getting that for many of you, you are entering a new phase of your womanhood. Whatever this means for you, whatever being a woman means for you. They are showing me generations. They're showing me parents dealing with children, younger children, and they're showing me something around a generational gap, that it does feel that if you had any differences, that falls in that category, generational gap. I do feel that the situation now will feel lighter, but there's also a sense of not only emotional abundance, crossing all of your T's and, putting the dot on all of your I's, smoothing rough edges, coming to some sort of an agreement, or having a sense of coming together in a harmonious way, maybe as a family, maybe as a team, maybe as a group of people, maybe as a community. And for some of you, there is a sense of relief. I don't feel that it's the first time that for many of you, I keep getting the sense of babies being born, the beginning of a pregnancy. So that's going to be a major theme for some of you. But I also keep getting that if you have been sick in some ways, you are coming out of this period of recuperation and resting, and now you are willing to go back to maybe your normal routine, maybe go back to working, maybe go back to exercising, but you are now coming out of, so to speak, it's like waking up suddenly from sleep and seeing and realizing the truth, seeing and realizing life from a whole new perspective, from a perspective that gives you more courage to move forward with what you call your spiritual path, your calling in life. For some of you, this Queen of Cups has been a source of help several times. Maybe they gave you great advice. Maybe for you this represents a teacher or a mentor or a spiritual teacher. But I also keep getting that now it's time for you to part ways with this person who has helped you, because now you are growing up, or now you are strong enough to be standing on your own. There is a time when teacher and mentor, or student and mentor, student and teacher have to part ways. Is only the cycle of life. So for some of you, a cycle of life is it's coming to its fullness. In May, whatever you have created, now you are going to start to reap the rewards or the results. And for some of you, I keep getting a sense that your creativity and your sense of intuition are really going to serve you right. And I also keep getting that you may work in different ways. You may find different ways when either you get to be more creative, or you get to do things in a more creative way, strengthen a skill that you have, develop further maybe a talent or an ability that you have. But I also keep getting that strong sense of intuition. It is as a veil has been lifted, or it is as like your crown chakra is like open, and there is this energy of things finally going right for you. Whatever you plan on doing, whatever you are creating, whatever you are dreaming about, fantasizing about, there is a sense that now things are going better, or things are going right or in the right direction. For some of you, I feel that this is the end. You may just wake up and realize that you need to stop doing something because you have been either harming yourself. This could be an addiction. This could be, you know, how you think, your negative thoughts, and you're going to be like, hey, I just woke up today. I realized that this is what I need to do to make a change, and stop that. But this could also be like just feeling more balanced, feeling just like you are in completely a different place. For some of you, you may really find yourself in a whole new place of living, maybe in a new place of work. For other ones, this will manifest you feeling like you are in a whole new place now, in a much better place emotionally and spiritually. Secrets have been spilled, words have been spoken. Some of you had to deal with some very disturbed, so to speak, breaking apart or breaking of the ways, but you did find the courage to go through this journey, to go through this separation, or this breakup, whatever this is, because you know that now you are finally regaining yourself. It allows you to reinvent yourself. It allows you to have a whole new chapter of your life, a whole new beginning. For some of you, this breaking up does not necessarily apply to a relationship or to a marriage. For some of you, so to speak, you did break up either with a job or with a company, because for some of you, I feel that you are going to branch out on your own, and either you are going to find the courage to maybe create your own company, or to create your own business, or to be self-employed, or to, but it also means emotionally to feel more independent and to feel like you have your freedom back. And what's interesting is that you have double page of earth or double page of coins, because both of these cards, in terms of the zodiac sign, they represent earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. And when this happens, to me, sometimes this is an indication of twins. But sometimes it also means that having to deal with people that maybe in the past you dealt with a person who reminds you of another person. They have so many similarities. So maybe you find yourself dating or being interested in another person that they have so many similarities and they remind you of somebody else. A Knight of Pentacles. Let me start with this one. So in terms of the zodiac sign, if it represents a person, it represents an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It also means slow, cautious, feels more reserved to take action, wisdom to work hard. It represents a person with a very deep plan, with a step-by-step plan. It also means that sometimes you have to make some changes. Changes are necessary to this deep plan, to this step-by-step plan. And it also means that sometimes you just take the situation more seriously than you should. So, like, cheer up a little bit, or see the bright side, or see the funny, side. Like, try not to take everything so seriously. For some reason, I keep getting that for some of you Aries, I keep getting that your income will be growing. For some of you, this is a result of some recompensation that you got, and I keep getting either from a recent divorce, and then money comes in as a result of a recent divorce. For some of you, some of your investments that you did in the past now are starting to pay you off if you dealt with investments or an entrepreneurial kind of an idea or entrepreneurial kind of a business. It's like you already did, or you are going to be in the process of putting a stop to a situation where you just keep giving money, and for some of you this could have been a spouse that you can giving money, and maybe they weren't good with money, or for whatever reason, and maybe now you're separated, so now you get to be in charge of your own finances, or you are simply going to put a stop to whoever you are helping financially, because now it's time for you to focus on growing your finances. And I keep getting a sense that for many of you, in the hard time of a year from now, your finances are going to be much more solid. For some reason, I keep getting an image of savings account growing. There's some sort of a money that either showed up from a sale, the sale of a car, the sale of a home, but for some reason I keep getting money showing up for you. This could also be like reimbursements from maybe I don't know, maybe a settlement from a lawsuit, or reimbursements. And I also keep getting like many of you are now thinking, what should you do with this money? And there's a sense that many of you have learned financial lessons in a very hard way. So I keep getting that you are going to be a lot more careful with your money. If you are someone who most of the time you tend to be workaholic, you work all the time, I keep getting a sense that now you are also going to get more enjoyment out of life. And there's also a sense of some of you maybe investing a little money, maybe into some technology, maybe investing some money into an app that you may find useful, maybe investing a little money into something that it feels like you need to do that in order for you to start generating more income. Like maybe you invest money on buying a new computer, maybe you invest money into taking like a course, a class, or so. Maybe you invest money on some, I don't know, other things that you may need, because I keep getting that's the stepping stone for some of you to keep either boosting a business that you have, or it's necessary for you to do so, even if it means like having to buy a new car. The next card that you have is, again, a page of earth from the Angel Tarot deck. And the meaning of the card is scholarly, dependable, patient, successful, good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So I keep hearing two messages here. For some of you, because not everybody is necessarily a student or studying. So you could be changing and shifting the course and the direction which you are going with your courses, your studies, or your major. But for some of you, I keep getting that this is the beginning of a new career for you. It's not necessarily about you expanding your career. To me, it feels that for some of you, you are really going in a new direction with your career, because I also keep getting publishing or editing, um, um, doing things or having some sort of a career that allows you the freedom to be in charge of a project, allows you the freedom to do your work your way. Some of you may be working with insurances. Some of you may be working with teaching, universities, um, workshops. For some of you, I keep getting fashion. You may be working on some sort of a project. Maybe you are launching a new line of products or even a book, because for some of you, I feel like money is coming in that way. I keep getting an image through this card of some of you either doing your hair or buying new clothes, but whatever you are changing about your physical appearance is going to be very noticeable. And I also keep getting for some of you, you are going to really make head turns, because I keep getting you are going to feel ever so charming. You may be going into some sort of an event and it's going to really be successful, because I keep getting all eyes are on you. For some of you, this could be dating in advance, this could be like dating online. For other ones, this could be job meetings, work conferences, symposiums, fairs, psychic fairs, public speaking. And again, I keep getting that you will be praised or applauded about something. You are going to be welcomed. There's a sense of you achieving or fulfilling some of your ambitions. It feels like there's for some of you, I feel that in May you have some important stuff already scheduled. For some of you, maybe is waiting to hear something final, either from courts, a lawyer, or the judicial system. For other ones, this could be the final notice to, I don't know, maybe your rent contract is over and it's in May. You may be hearing some definite news about some inheritance. It does feel that in May, many of you will, or a date has been already scheduled for something very, very important to happen. For some reason, I keep getting a sense, even though none of this card directly is connected to marriage or being engaged, I keep getting that for some of you, if you have been single for a while, and if you have been very focused on maybe growing your money and working so hard to make that money, or growing your career, because I keep getting like you are so focused on one particular area of your life, now I keep getting that in the fullness of a year from now, that could be changing, because many of you, a year from now, you are going to be coupled up, and some of you, you may also be married. There is a sense of surprisingly finding yourself in love, surprisingly being pregnant. There is a sense of some pleasant surprises happening for you, but I also keep getting people suddenly paying you like a visit or surprising you with something like cute little surprises or pleasant surprises are heading your way. For some of you, you have been through hell. And sometimes you yourself wonder how come you are still standing. Maybe you had to go through a lot physically with your health, maybe financially, I don't know, maybe an accident or some circumstance. And sometimes when you look back into your life, you're like, how am I still standing? Your self-esteem will be at all times high because I keep getting that. Many of these changes, many of these new beginnings were totally up to you because you needed to find the courage, because you need to understand that you are worthy. And I also keep getting that some of you sometimes focus, you do choose to focus on some details that are not important. And I keep getting, especially if you have been single for a long time, it feels like life is passing you by. And instead of you living life, you are just, caught up in these unnecessarily details or unnecessarily little things. So little compared to the big picture. They are showing me a bus that is going around with a lot of people. For some of you, this could be like one of those tourist buses and you go to visit like wonderful places and wonderful scenery. For other ones, this could be like people traveling, maybe booking a bus or booking a van and like traveling together to go some place. This could be some sort of a pilgrimage, a spiritual pilgrimage, or hiking, spiritual retreat for other ones. There's social invitations. I keep getting different forms of social invitations. For some of you, you may attend some sort of a fashion show, beauty pageant, beauty queen, cultural events, concerts. For some of you, I also keep getting like spending a few days somewhere, maybe in a cottage or in the countryside, or being invited to spend some time, maybe a weekend, in a new environment. For some reason, I don't know why, but Texas is coming forth in this reading. I don't know what this is. It feels like either people are moving in Texas, or maybe you lived in Texas and now there's people moving out of Texas. But for some reason, particularly Texas is being shown to me, and that seems to be very specific. So I hope that that makes sense to some of you. Obviously it's not going to make sense to all of you because it did seem to be very specific. But I also keep getting Facebook events, YouTube events, being featured in maybe like media, magazine, journals. And they are also showing me you recuperating from maybe stomach related issues, weight related issues, headaches. It's like some sort of a recuperation, especially if you were dealing with this particular issues. And again, I keep getting a sense that you are going to feel like you are coming more and more into your own. You are coming more and more into your own power, and life suddenly can be better and can be more enjoyable. I also keep getting gifts. I don't know what that means, but they're showing me things wrapped, like a gift coming your way. I hope that this made sense to you. Again, leave me a comment down here below. Remember that I will be doing a whole new reading for your sign, and the link for that, for those of you who are interested for download and purchase, again, it's looked down here below. Contact me for a private session, amalightworker@gmail.com, or visit my website, amalightworker.com. I will see you live during mid-month of May 2018 because I'm going to do a live Akashic reading for you. I wish you all the best, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.